Hello, everybody. This is Buddy A. Hardenberg here with another review for my YouTube and for Facebook. I figured I'd do two reviews. Now, this isn't going to be an unboxing review. This is more or less going to be a review on the LG K20 Plus interface. Now, as you can see here, I have a custom theme on here. This isn't what the stock will look like. When you get the phone from Metro PCS, it's going to want you to do a couple of updates so that it's, up to date and up to fresh. So let me get the box here. And I want to run down a few specs of this phone for you guys before we get into the actual interface. So what you get in the box, and I'll just tell you, you get your SIM card, which they'll put a new SIM card in this phone when you go to Metro. So the only other thing is the user manual and the charger, your travel charger, which is a USB-C connector. All right. And so some key features of the LG K20 Plus is, these are the phone features. So it's 4G LTE enabled Android. It has a 5.3-inch in-cell HD IPS display, 13 megapixel autofocus camera with LED flash, as an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. Has a 32 gigabyte ROM and 2 gigabyte RAM. The processing power is for the processor is a 1.4 gigahertz quad core processor, a fingerprint scanner, fingerprint sensor. So those are some of the phone features, but there are some hidden features that I would like to show you that may be useful for you in a pinch if you need to. What's inside? So this is what's inside the box. So you get the LG K20 Plus phone, the battery, SIM card, charger with USB and data cable, which you can charge and do data transfers from your PC and Mac, or if you want to do an update or something on the phone, you can do that, and quick start guide. So it's a very, very nice phone. I'm telling you guys, it has like I don't know if you want to call it an orange, but I'm calling it like a rose gold or a copper accent around the edge of the phone, around where the bezel is, on the side of the phone where your volume rockers are. So your power button is your fingerprint sensor to lock and unlock the device. And then you have your volumes up and down on the left side of the phone. Instead of the right side, they have it on the left side. All right. So let me just check this notification quick. All right. Sorry, that was my lady. Anyway, so the interface is really nice. Now, the front-facing camera, and I'm going to show you a couple of apps. Now, the stock camera, I'll show you the stock camera. Here's the box here. Oh, wait, let me turn the camera here if I can. All right, so here's the back camera. which is in full HD. This is the stock camera app for the LG K20 Plus. But here you guys can actually see what the phone looks like. It has like a copper edge, and it's by Metro PCS. There's your serials. And then here's what comes in the box. It tells you about its Android. And it isn't NFC compatible, I don't think. Not that I know of. But that sucks. I wish it did have NFC. But this is default camera app here. So you get your default setup for your timer, your shutter. You could say cheese or LG or what have you. You can get your grid. Then you could tell where you want the photos to be stored, whether your storage or another location. They got video for full HD. They got your photo size, the HDR, the high dynamic range for the HDR combines multiple photos taken at different exposures to create the best photo. So you could turn that on. That probably would be the best. But I'm going to show you a camera app that I've used for all my Android phones. And the quality is really good. You get the professional features. Now they have a light version, and then they have a professional version. I recommend you in a Google Play Store. It's like what, $4 I think, or $1 or something to unlock the full premium of the app. But this isn't it. This is just the stock app here. So you got this here where you can change your different filters. So there's your filter there, a filter there, and they got quite a few filters you could go through, which is nice for the camera app. And then they got tag location, so when you take it, it'll display the location within the photo. Simple view, and then grid, and then the timer of how much you want there. So that's the default camera app. Now, out of the box, like I said, it's gonna look stock. LG has a smart world where you could get these nice high resolution backgrounds, and you guys can actually utilize that. You guys could utilize that for the purpose of customizing your phone to be what you like it to be. So I got this stars and a gold theme just to make the phone look a little more premium. I bought a case from Metro PCS, and I'm going to order 2 more cases I have in my Amazon shopping cart. So as you guys can see, look, it's pretty snappy, the interface. Pretty fluid. It can hold a lot of apps. The screen resolution and the screen real estate is quite big. So if you have trouble seeing on a small smartphone, this would be the ideal phone if you don't want to go too large. This is like almost between like a tablet or a phablet almost. It feels good in the hands, very solid. I don't feel any slippage. With the case I have on, it has a pretty good grip, so it is a pretty good case from Metro PCS. So I can't complain about it. It's very, knock on wood, it's very adorable. Even though I hit my power button. There you go. The dialer, I'll show you what the dialer looks like. Here's the dial pad, nice and big. The call button, if you have Metro or LG, you can do video calls to other LG phones, or I believe it should work with any other phone that may have video, but I think it's just exclusively for LG. So like if I dial here, the numbers show up nice and big. So I highly recommend this phone if you're an elderly person or something that has a smartphone and you're having trouble seeing on a perspective level. I'm visually impaired, so this display is pretty good. So this is the dialer. And then here's where you can enter a message in if you want to tell a person to call you back. Now, like I said, I have a custom theme on here, so it isn't going to look the way I have it, because I have it the way I want it, done. Alright? So this is what the contacts look like. Very nice and neat, clean. Can't complain. And then if you have your contacts grouped by family, friends, co-workers, business and whatnot, that you can have. What's up, everybody? You can have it there. Now, here's the text messaging app. Oh, that's the same as, you can get to it from the dial pad, or you could just go and hit the messaging thing there. This is enabled with Google Assistant, but I went and downloaded it from the Google Play. So this is the Google Assistant. Locate London. Locate. Okay, so it won't work. Alright, so this is the Google Assistant. And there it goes. Google Assistant can find anything you want. Flights, photos, to whatever you want. And she talks. The Google does talk, but because I'm recording this, you're not going to hear it. The default music player, guys, same LG interface. I got a couple of mixtapes here. I'm going to play a mixtape so you guys can hear the audio quality out of the speakerphone on it. It's quite loud, so I think you guys will be impressed. It is a little tinny, but it does have a little bit of a bassy to it. I'll just let it go in a little bit, because I don't want to.
I know it won't be long, greatness come with patience. Yeah, the feds tryna chase us, it's too late, relocate. Go pick up my medication. Now I'm in a matrix, feel I come up and I taste it. Money situation.
Alright, so the audio quality is pretty darn good. And then you get your standard Google apps. Any Google apps like your Google Docs, Google Sheets, which is your spreadsheets, Google Slide. Yeah, and then you do get the Google Play Music for the Google Play Music player, if you want to do that. And like I said, it's big real estate. Now, since this is on Metro PCS, this version of the LG K20, you get your Metro apps in a folder with your lockout, the Metro App Store, which I don't barely use, It's about the same as the Google Chrome, the Play Store. And then your My Metro to access that stuff. The calendar is just like my LG K7. The only thing is it's red up here, but because I had the theme, it makes it black. So the calendar is the same. The stock LG calendar. The same alarms in a way, how to set them, but the toggle switches are different because of the theme. I think they are stock like that, but it does tell you something different here. That the alarm will ring in 8 hours. So that's nice. My old phone LG K7 didn't do that. So I like that. The world clock, where you could set your cities. If you know people overseas or something, then you can see their time. There's your timer. I'll just run a little time lapse of that. Okay, so that's what that does, the stopwatch. Reset. So that the timer and the stopwatch, you can set them accordingly. And that's in with your alarm, world clock, and that stuff. So that's where you get to that. There is some tools. This phone is legit. I like this phone very much. It has the calculator, which is like this. I like this calculator. It's a little bit better than the LG K7 because you can go and then get your tan and the dividing. Then you just pull that out, and it'll do the same thing long ways. But there you go, nice big calculator on there. Then here's the file manager where you access all your files within your phone. You guys should know what that is. Here's the voice recorder. I mean, with this theme, it looks really nice with this dark theme with the gold stars. I think it's really a really good theme. Makes it look sharp. They do give you, where the K7 didn't have it, they do give you a radio station, a radio, like a regular radio. Let me go over here. I have a speaker here in my bathroom, and so you guys can actually hear how this FM radio works. I have one station programmed, guys, so it sounds pretty darn good. So let me. If I walk away, I have a monster cable. Yeah, so I have a monster cable here. All right. So I have a monster cable, because it's a heavier wire. So that's what I use. So the FM radio is good because you can plug your headphones and earbuds if you don't want to listen to, any online radio stations like iHeart or TuneIn or Spotify. You just want to listen to the actual over-the-air radio that needs an antenna, because that wire for the headphones will act like your antenna. So you could use any headphones, but it has to be a wired headphone for it to work. It isn't Bluetooth compatible. So we got our tasks. So you can write a grocery list if you want. That's what I would use it for. Your stock email. If you have any other emails, you could use that. Like if you have like AOL or something like that, different email. That's the stock email app. Here's your management. So you get a battery saver, and then the memory and battery usage, and then storage. So if we go to battery saver, when you have it on, it says turn battery saver on at 5%. Now you can change that to immediately, or 5% or 15% battery. And you can go and change that. It says, get more life out of your battery. Features such as brightness and vibration are reduced or disabled. Apps may be restricted in the background. And for notifications, downloading and streaming when your phone is charging, battery saver will turn off. So if you're using other apps while it's on this battery saving mode, it'll shut it off and you have to turn it back on. I have it set at 5% because sometimes my phone gets down that low. It helps. Even if you're in an emergency, it helps. So I've used it in all my other phones. So there's that. There's your memory. So you can see what you got, what memories you've used. And then it says how many memory apps you used. So it just says 3 hours, gives you a little brief rundown. Battery usage, so it gives you a little map here that shows the hours and percentage of your battery. Like a little estimate, which is really nice. My old phone, the LG K7, didn't do all of this. So you could stop these apps that are killing your battery. And it'll optimize automatically in the background. Here's your storage. So you can see your internal storage. You get 32 gigabytes. And then I have my portable storage, which is my SD card as well. So that'll expand it even more. LG backup, you can back up from one LG phone to another LG phone. So like my old phone, which I'm still trying to get it to do that, I can back up all my data from my old phone and bring it to the new LG phone. That's exclusively LG stock app. Quick memo. Let me set that up. Sign in. So quick memo will let you take a snapshot, and then I guess it'll take it to the email. Oh yeah, here, it's putting all my snapshots in here. So that's what that desk does. Let me delete that. So that's from my old phone. So that's quick memo. Then here's your settings. Here, this is where you can change your theme, like the stock theme. I'll just go in there. I'm not going to change it. So with the LG Smart World, This is what it looks like stock. I'll just change it real quick. Alright. So when you upgrade it, this is what it's gonna look like. Right there, that's what the stock theme looks like from LG. And then if I go here, and I go to display, go to themes, and I go back to gold stars, apply that theme, back on, because that's the theme I like. And just give it a minute. And there you go. You can put your custom theme to whatever you want. I had to download. I downloaded the Google keyboard, so once you set that up, it'll automatically work. If you don't want to use LG stock, so if I go here to customer care and I hit the message field, this is the Google keyboard, so you get your little microphone, so then you can do your voice to text. And then what's really nice that Google lets you do with the Google keyboard is, look, you could put a theme behind it. So I got a sunset and mountains behind it. Thought that would make it look even more premium. So you guys could check that out too. You get your LG Smart World there. All the other apps are stock. Like the ones that have the gold accent are stock. The ones that have Facebook are ones that I put on. Now here's this good camera app I recommend you guys to get, and you'll see why. There's my Christmas tree over there. And this is a great camera app. It is called the Camera FV5. Yeah, the Camera FV5. And it's a great camera app. Like, as you can see, let me so as you can see with this camera app, you get a lot of advanced features. So you could change the ISO. I mean, look at that. Look how great with that back camera that's in HD. I mean, that looks pretty good. I mean, you could go and adjust this brightness on the brightness wheel accordingly. And then you could choose your consumption or your comparison. EV. Alright, so it works really, really good. And then you just tap and it'll take. So I would recommend you guys downloading that. Try out the light version to see if you like it. And then if you do, then get the premium version. I bought the premium version and I figured I'd, use that camera app. Now I have it set up so it can go to my Google Drive or the Google Docs. So here's the apps that I can put on, that I put on. So it's 32 gigabytes. So when you fill up one page, it'll go to the next and then to the next until you fill up, how much you want. So, where's the settings again? It's a couple features I got in the settings to show you guys. I have Wi-Fi calling on. When I don't have cellular, when I'm at home, so then I don't have to use cellular. Things, your volume, vibration type, the lock screen, which, and then you have your do not disturb, so that silences your notifications. Set notifications for apps. So if you click that, and just, give it a minute, let it load. You could select whatever apps you want to display notifications. How you want it, when you want it to come in, which is convenient. Then if you go to more advanced settings, for like the notification sound, I'll click that so you could change that. Vibrate on tap, and then you get, your sound for your message. Then do not disturb. Here's your display. So you could change the font size, the font type, which, let's see. We can make it bold. It says a comfort view. It says reduce eye strain with less blue light on the screen. So if you click that, it changes it to like a black and white. And I think that'll be useful for your eyes as well. It makes it black and white. So you can turn it off and it goes back. And then if you go like that, you can see the difference. Auto rotation, which I normally keep it off unless I am absolutely going to use it. It's from portrait to landscape. And then the general keyboard language, count sync, location, accessibility, short keys, Google services, fingerprint and security, time and date, storage, battery and power saving, memory, apps, backup, reset, and about your phone. So if you hit about phone, if you hit update center, you could hit system update. And it'll let you know the phone, so you can update the phone. And then that gives you battery life and all of that. Networks is your Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, airplane mode, data. If you tether it to like a laptop to use this as a mobile hotspot. So, this is the LG K20 Plus. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm going to upload this for you guys as soon as I stop it. So, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.